as time goes on, you can't say anything. You know, they said that Beyonce had to change her whole album because she said spaz, and Lizzo had to change it because she said spaz. Me and Chris Calico have a dope song called Spaz, you know, but the spastic people are like, no.
Lummy, we got my man. And you know, I don't even know how I got to be Tech N9ne's man. I forget that first interview that we had him on, that I established that I was a cool white dude, and then he would get up early in the morning and go on the air with me. Tech, when was it that we first became cool?
Energy is everything, brother. You know what I'm saying? That first interview, your energy, your real energy. Well, everybody's reality is different, so I won't say real. Your rare energy, man.
Right.
From all the interviews that we've done, you know, so you got some rare ones out there, and we felt that first interview, you know what I mean? So
that's when you had the Calico guy and we did Rum 51. Remember that? You guys put on like a whole concert on. It was great. It was such a good vibe. Remember that?
Totally, man. Totally. I never forgot it. As
a matter of fact, we boastfully play. We didn't ask Tech N9ne for this. We didn't ask. We were just cool with Tech N9ne, and every time he'd be around or we could help him out or whatever, we'd always have him on, and we'd always just be like this, just super cool. And there's over his years, I got to think that in order to pick out 3 guys that you like, you've had to interview 300 dudes that you didn't like, right?
Yes, sir. I've done so many interviews over the years, man, and some people are not even well read when it comes to your career.
We got Tech N9ne in here. I think he looks like he might be from Kansas City. So Tech N9ne, I think maybe you're maybe a big Chiefs fan. What do you think about the Chiefs there, Tech N9ne?
right, man. So over the years, you find the people who make you feel at home, man, and you never forget the way a person makes you feel, man, you know, in life, when it comes to anything, positive or negative. You never forget how a person makes you feel. And I chose the people that I feel at home with.
Now, all 3 of these dudes, are they like me and real kind of cool, boastful about it, so that every time when you do Johnny's show or you do Slade, they always bring it up? Because it's like, listen, as a radio personality, I've interviewed everybody from, I interviewed AC/DC when they with their Step Up. They picked me back in the day in the Hard Rock in New York City when they debuted Stiff Upper Lip. It was on the Westwood One radio network, and I'd known Brian for a while because he lives down here, and so I'd hung out with him a little bit. And so when they needed one radio personality just to kind of navigate the audience through their new record, they picked me to do it. And so, like, that's up until you putting me in part of this in this song, "Comfortable." That was the neatest thing that ever happened to me. Because us radio people, you know, when we get a good interview like you, like, I'm gonna give you another name that's gonna blow your mind as to one of my favorite persons to interview. Obviously, you're in there. But my next one, he's the coolest, Henry Rollins. Like,
yes, I can imagine, man. I can imagine.
You know, he does, and not even necessarily his body of work, but just more of his spoken word. He's so deep. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then
smart guy.
Yeah,
smart guy.
Then you're gonna laugh. Colin Hay. Remember, what was that?
The Australian
Men Without Work.
Men at Work.
Men at Work. You know,
yes,
I come from the land down under.
Yes.
You know, give me a
Men at Work. Okay,
yeah.
I forgot his name. Yes.
But we had him on here one day, and he walks in here like a little frumpy dude, and like with the goofy hat on and stuff, and I'm thinking, I don't know if this is gonna work out or not. Like, you know. And he ended up just being one of the coolest dudes ever. And then the other dude was Richard Marx. That bitch was yes.
That's funny.
See, look at you. You're even like, really? Richard Marx? That guy? Oh, he was cool as hell. Just, you know, and he could sing. What is that? What
the Bee Gees?
The Bee. What octave is that, Tech N9ne? When you can go like, is that falsetto? Was that
falsetto,
it?
When
yeah,
falsetto's up there.
Like a Michael Jackson, you know, with a Bee Gees kicker. Is that a falsetto?
Falsetto.
What if Tech N9ne tried to do falsetto?
I did it on a song. Chris Calico made me do a song called what is it called? He had me saying, "Do you like another girl?" Something like that. I was up there, man, like Philip Bailey.
Here is the song, and I know I guarantee you the two other radio personalities. They every time they have a yawn, they always play. They always play because it's. I'm so proud. It makes I'm like a little fanboy, like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, you fit the N9ne list, man, of good people, man. You know what I'm saying, to interview with, man. That's a beautiful thing.
This is from I think this is from like 5 or 6 years ago. It was a single that he released called "Comfortable," and it's just about rolling around being a cool ass dude. And it talks about, you know, he hates radio interviews. He hates getting up early. And there's only 3 people in the world he'll do it for. Here's the lyrics.
Check it, I ain't trying to do no early interviews unless it's Sway, Johnny Dare, or Bubba the Love Sponge Comfortable.
Yeah. Now, do you ever do that in concert?
Yeah, I have, man. When I first did that, I think it was on my album Planet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And during those years, I performed it live. You can find it live on Vivo, and I did it perfectly on Vivo, man. It's like right there on the spot. I did the whole song, dude. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the performance he played it from, was the Vivo one.
During performances around that year, yes.
Now, how's Johnny doing? How are those? I think didn't Eminem 45 Slade. I think they may have let him go, and it was a big, like, they should have never. He was the only dude they had, I think.
Who are you talking about? Johnny Dare?
No, Slade.
Sway.
You talking about Sway? Sway in the morning?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know him, but where's Sway in the morning from?
He's from the Bay Area, man. He's from Oakland.
Oh, okay. Is he still doing good?
Oh yes, man. I don't think they let him go. I think Sway in the Morning is still going, man. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, I know Sway in the Morning is still going.
And Johnny's still killing it, isn't he?
Yes. I just had an interview with Johnny 2 days ago, man. We talked about the symphony show I just did in KC, and we talked about the Falling in Reverse thing day before yesterday. You know, all you guys are different. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's like you, Bubba. Nobody.
Well,
Nobody's
no, is that good? Or, like, does that mean I rank third or I rank first? Which one? I mean,
no, I'm not putting you guys in an order. You know, so I'm just saying that as good people, everybody have their individual energy, man. Your energy is through the roof. I've never performed on Johnny Dare. I've performed on Sway before, but I've never performed on Johnny Dare, and I've never had crazy conversations like this with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? How we've had them with you, you know, and just felt like we can say anything. We can almost curse.
Almost. I wish we could too, because that's how us real men talk. Be like, man, BS this and F that, and straight ahead. You're like, you know, come on, man. We have to act like a bunch of white guys when we're on radio. You know? Now hold on, I guarantee it. Now, did Sway or Johnny Dare, do they have the facility that I have, or does mine blow everybody's away?
No, nobody has the facility like you, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is like office, you know, space, kind of like, you know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we still felt at home at those places. But Bubba's spot, man, this is like Cribs, you know what I'm saying? Like when you walk into Cribs and everybody, you know, it's really nice, you know what I mean? And if you ever been at Bubba the Love Sponge spot, you don't understand what I'm talking about.
And next time I don't know Sway, but I'm familiar with Johnny, seen him here and there every once in a while. Next time you see him, just tell him I said hi, because listen, being in terrestrial radio, we're in it. We're in 6 markets, but we're also really, like you, we're digital. That's where the majority of where we've taken our stuff to now. And, you know, that's where you got to be. I mean, like, terrestrial radio kind of represents that single 45 that you bought at the record store. And digital now represents, you know, how you distribute now. In fact, I even think that the whole mentality of touring and making music and distributing it, like N9ne is worth, you know, tens of millions of dollars. And the infrastructure that you've built, it doesn't matter if a station plays your song or not. Like, you're not beholden to the record label that has a relationship with an urban station that's going to get your stuff played. It doesn't matter. Your fans know where to get your stuff, and you have the ability to monetize that. You know,
and a testament to that. I didn't mean to stop you. A testament to that. Our song "Dysfunctional" is gold without video or radio. Caribou Lou is platinum without video or radio. You know, I have so many songs. The Beast, that's gold right now, man. You know what I mean? I have so many gold and platinum records without video and radio that it's so crazy, and that's the testament to having fans that didn't need radio play or didn't need the video play, you know what I mean? But radio play, the ones we got radio play, like
that's like a time that's like a times 3xer, isn't it, bitch?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
If something made $10,000, if it was on the radio, it made 50.
Yes, sir. So I ain't hate no radio, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to go crazy.
No,
I have Fragile.
And I got to tell you, I think you're going to get some rock play and Falling in Reverse with. I mean, it's heavy. It's super heavy. Your part of it's brilliant. We're going to play it here in a second, but it's very, I think, hard. I think it's very mainstream rock terrestrially. I think a terrestrial station that wanted to set itself aside from its competition, you know, a little bit and had the balls to play Ronald. I think that I think you guys are going to get. You just dropped it. I think 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yes.
And it's already at 2.5 million views digitally.
Yes.
And I think you guys deal with them. I don't, but I think radio stations now, they used to program directors and things like that would be like, well, tell me other rock stations in the country that are playing it. And you're like, well, let me see, Q105. You'd have to come up with these lists of stations that got early on it. Now you just say, well, I don't know how many stations are playing it, but we got 4 million views in 2 days. So go ahead and use that, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yes, sir, man. The numbers are going up by the hour, man, and I'm so happy to be a part of it that Ronnie even trusted me to do this. You know what I mean? And we work together well, man. And yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Man.
And the industry has changed so much. It used to be you had to tour to support. No, you had to record, and I forget how. It's like you used to have to tour to support your record. Now you have to support your record. No, yeah, that's where you supported your record through a tour back in the day. Now you use the tour. I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is now that content is king, and you can't tour unless you've been able to create content, and you don't even have to release content now in album versions. Like you don't have to give them 7 or 8 or 9 records and they only 2 or 3 or 4 only get now you just one at a time. Boom.
Yes. Singles. It's a single driven industry now, and that's why I'm on single number 5. I think it's about to come out now from my upcoming album, single number 5, off of this new collabos project that we're doing called Cosm. And I think there's going to be 6 total before the actual release in July. You know what I mean? So it's a single driven industry for sure.
So here's Falling in Reverse, Ronald, and Tech has, God, you got about what, maybe almost a minute, 30 minutes. I mean, you got a major part of, you got over half of this record.
Yeah. It's a full 16 bars, man. He wanted from me, and he said he wanted me to come through shredding, and I did.
You did. I don't know how many Red Bulls you got to drink or what the hell you got to do. But my Jesus Lord, it's almost they recorded it and I know you don't do this, and I'm not trying to throw it out there, but it's like they almost speed it up post production. But I know they don't, because I've seen you live. I mean, like, how the hell are you? Let me ask you a question, N9ne. Like in the Guinness Book of World Records, are you considered the fastest rapper in the world?
No, I don't think so. I think there are people faster, but I don't.
Who?
What I don't do, I don't sacrifice my clarity for speed.
Right.
I speed, but my clarity is how I show off.
Right. So the speed isn't what people in the industry are like, oh wow, about. They're the clarity of the speed.
Well, it's a lot of fans out there that just want the speed and they don't care what you're saying. I ain't with that.
No, but that's not your gig. That's not your jam. Your jam is clarity and speed.
Clarity and speed. Clarity while speeding. Yes.
Clarity while speeding. Yes, exactly. Hold on here. This is a little bit of the new Falling in Reverse that he did. Tech appeared on. It's called Ronald. And
it's called Ronald. It's featuring myself and Alex Terrible of Slaughter to Prevail, man.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, really, if you wanted to go beat somebody up, like if if you caught your wife cheating on you and you needed a song to really get you to want to just whip some ass, you're like, man, just really put you in a real ass whipping mood. You'd want to listen to this, because this isn't like right. I want to go have a friendly conversation with my neighbors about his hedges or something. This is, I'm gonna go whip this guy's ass. I'm gonna beat her down.
Right. That's it. Ronald is the song that you want to listen to when you want to let off some steam.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. Hold on. Where does text start at? 44? Is it 44?
143.
Oh, 143. Okay, yeah, let's go to 143. Let's go to 130. Like when they're getting ready to hand off the baton. This is almost like a relay race, and you save the black guy because they save the black guy for last because he's the fastest. He's the one that can make up the difference, right? Let the white guy start the race and give it to the black guy. You bring it home, right?
That's what she said.
Yeah, hell yeah. 3, 2, 1. Wow! Yeah!
That's awesome.
That goes awesome.
Oh, I mean, what was the first radio station to have Tech actually, go through it while he was doing it? He did it, live on live there.
That was badass what he just did.
If I can ask a question,
go
real
ahead,
quick.
Rhett. Go ahead, Rhett.
How much did you work with Ronnie throughout that process, and how is he to work with? Because you always hear everybody has some type of strong opinion about him, one way or the other.
Wait to hear the story. So, the first one I sent him, I started my first 4 bars. This is a wonderful story. I started my first 4 bars off with singing. Manifestation of your devil or your Satan's only mental measure making, so it's hell a destination. The man is taking it was dope, you know what I'm saying? So they mastered it. He sent me text about his team loving it and everything. So after the master, he texted me, said, "Can I ask you a question, man?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, do you think that your singing at the beginning is messing with my singing after your verse? Because I don't want that much singing in it. So I'm like, okay. So he said, "I think your singing is kind of taken away from my singing, but not really taken away from it, but you know what I'm saying." I'm like, okay, so I'll go in the studio tomorrow and I'll take the scales that I was doing. I take that out and go, and he said, "Yeah, let's try that." So I was gearing up to do that the next day in the studio, and he texted me. He said, "Hey, man, how about scrap that whole 4 bars and just come in shredding, man?"
Just like you did. Just came in shred.
So I'm N9ne, dude. I've been doing this 39 years. Nobody ever tells me to rewrite anything.
I mean, you work with Eminem and Dre and stuff. Even those guys will be like, "Man, we ain't telling N9ne what to do, man. Come on, that's a hard ass brother from Kansas City, bitch. Come on."
So I told my guy X-Rated, my new artist X-Rated. He said, "Tech, man, I just feel like people be scared of your flow, man. That they just don't understand." And I'm like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna." He said he want me to come in chopping. He want that chopping N9ne. So I went back home and what is up in your mind? You're thinking the devil is making the crime of the people that evil and never know do me the sign of the opposite of a divine? No. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I did all that. The hell is in front of you, sliding behind. I can feel every sign of a human decline, but living the time is upon us when I'm people look blind. I did that shit and kept I'm sorry, I'm cursing.
No,
I did
fine. I got you.
I did that and I sent it to him with the rest of the same rhyme, you know what I'm saying, at the bottom, you know what I mean? The first 4 bars just changed. And he said, "That's what I'm talking about." And I sent it to my guy X-Rated. He said, Man, I wanted to be mad at Ronnie so bad for telling you to change it, but he was right, dude. I said, yes, he was right.
Like,
He
man,
knew
I
exactly what he
wanted to have my brother's back, but I had to say that the white boy was right on this one. But I just didn't know how to tell. I just didn't know how to tell N9ne that, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear the punch in again, right where you come in. I'm gonna play it one more time. Just okay. How you came in, like how you shredded it when you came in. Here we go. So again, there's no, it's just bam, it's there. Like it's not even a half a beat. Like it's just bam, bam.
You're thinking the devil is making the climate that people think.
See, now I like it now because now you're kind of slowing it down a little bit, bit. You know, I know nothing about music, but I'm just giving you my white guy opinion. So you came in, shredded it. Now you're slowing it down a little bit, telling your story, and then you're gonna give me one more pop, I think.
Bang, Mandalay Bay Hotel. I don't know.
You can feel it building.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I've never been in a mosh pit, but my fat ass will get into mosh pits over that. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah, man. I was talking about when it slowed down. I started talking about the events happening in the world.
Right.
Red rain. Saw it falling from a tower's dead plane. The Twin Towers, the plane that blew up and destroyed the towers. And I said, head banged. Mandalay Bay Hotel, out of lead came. You know what I'm saying, at the country concert. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The country the country concert.
A sex change could get you caught up in death range because a lot of people hate on the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? And there's been murders to gay folk. You know what I mean? Here in Florida as well, I think. You know what I mean? And I said he pled sane, but really imitating Ed Gein. That could be Ted Bundy. That could be so many different serial killers that came before Ed Gein. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Red Rain saw it falling from the tower's dead plane. So I mean, if you really break it down, and boy, what better way? This could be a new game. We don't have the budget, but let's break down the N9ne lyrics and let them tell us what it really. Yeah, I mean, it's deep. It's deep. If you know.
Yes, it is.
And let me ask you a question. Do the majority of your fans N9ne? I'm talking about the people that really, really are N9ne, like big time fans. You probably have, I don't know, just millions and millions of hardcore people, and they really do know what the lyrics mean. Yeah,
they do, man. Yeah, they do. But a lot of these kids that are on Instagram, man, they're like, man, it's just a lot of rapping fast, and I'm like, oh, youngster,
hold on. Are you listen? Here's the deal. You being a black guy and being a rapper, and me being a white guy on a radio, but still being kind of somewhat from the old school. Can we at least agree on one thing? It has nothing to do with ethnicity, nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with anything other than I think that this next generation, these 15 to 25-year-olds, there's one word: they're soft. And they're just they've been coddled. They wouldn't know how to change the oil on their car. They wouldn't know how to change it. They're just soft.
When they said we couldn't say spaz anymore, when they said we can't say midget anymore, when they saying we can only say fag if it was a cigarette, when they say that you can't say retarded and all these things you can't say, man, over time, it's things we always said in regular conversation, but as time goes on, you can't say anything. They said that Beyonce had to change her whole album because she said spaz, and Lizzo had to change it because she said spaz. Me and Chris Calico have a dope song called Spaz. But the spastic people are like, no. I get it.
And here's the deal. And here's the deal. Music is the arts, and usually, I can see where in journalism and Fox and all that corporate type stuff, but in stand up or spoken word opinionated radio or rap or country or alternative rock, whatever your jam is, spoken word, like stand up comedy acting and music should be. There's no rules. It's art. It's art. If you if you as a black guy want to say the N-word, you have the right to say that's your art. You know, like couple.
How else will you tell a person what NWA stands for? You know
right, exactly. But you know, like that. There was that white sorority, like somewhere on the East Coast, maybe Ivy League or something. And the girls were having they just were playing music, and they were doing the Gold Digger, Kanye West. You know, she ain't nothing but a gold digger. And they were these girls, these white and black and Hispanic, and just melting pot.
I ain't saying she was a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
Yeah. And so here's the deal. So they were singing it as Kanye recorded it, as Kanye released it, his art, and if he wanted any other word in there, I'm assuming as an artist he would have put it in there, but he decided to use this particular word, and they actually lost their charter and got in trouble because they were singing Kanye's West song in the factually the way he wrote it, and I just don't understand how that can be a problem.
They didn't see the movie White Chicks when they were singing the 50 Cent song in the car, like bigger, you know what I'm saying? So and one of the girls said, "Hey, you can't say that." And then the white girl said, "Well, there's no one around." I just kept on listening. So this is what I got to say about this. If we put it in the songs, I learned this on, and people will be mad at me for this, but I learned this on the Sprite Liquid Mix tour with Jay-Z, 311, Hoover Stank, Talib Kweli, NERD, Pharrell, and all that.
Hold on. What a lineup. What a lineup, man.
Yes. So this was 2002. So when Jay-Z came on, Jigga, and who I'm rolling with, what? The whole crowd. You just better get it right. Everybody was saying it. Right. We looking around like, whoa. That's when we learned it, that art, when we write it, people are going to say it.
Right.
Now you got to know your surroundings when you're doing it, though.
Yeah, but I still think the way you roll with your boys, and I'm not trying to make this about that word. I'm not. But, I have, I have. This sounds probably and isn't this horrible that this is now deemed racial that I say which I truly have black friends. I mean, like I do. Like I have some really really good black friends. Did you know N9ne, one of my best friends is Deion Sanders? Like I mean like that's a famous black guy, right? I mean like so like I have some pretty cool ass. I don't have a lot of black friends, but I got some pretty cool. I mean, N9ne, Ty J. Armstrong, Deion Sanders. I mean, that's pretty cool black friends right there. But even me,
hey, Bubba, what's understood don't have to be explained, man.
So, but for the life of me, if I say, well, I really don't have a problem with an African American man saying the N-word. It's his word. Whatever the one. I have some black friends. Man, the minute I say I got black friends, I'm a racist, and I'm like, they make it. They try to make it on me, and I'm like, we have just gotten so soft and so oversensitive, and you are an artist, and it's like, you even probably have to censor yourself sometimes just in fear of like, and the music industry should be one of the last places that gets censored because you're writing the lyrics, what's in your soul, how you feel in your mind, how you're rapping about a certain thing, and now you're censoring your true thoughts and things like that. I think that's ridiculous. Like so one last story. We have a Florida Man Radio. It's a 103.1 in Orlando. It's 103.1 in Fort Walton Beach. It's in Ocala, and it's called Florida Man Radio. And I'm in the morning, and then we got this African American. It's talk radio. We got this white guy named Shannon Burke in the afternoon. He's a pimp. He's like the man. He actually shot his wife, went to prison for a little bit. I mean, what he did is he had a gun, and he wasn't being real responsible with it, and he was like, they got in a fight, and she took his bulldog and threw it outside, and the bulldog, and that's, man, when you take a man's dog, like, I mean, come on now,
So shooter?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, so he went out there and got his dog, and he's like, bitch, you lucky I don't, now listen, Shannon was tuned up a little bit. He had a couple too many to drink. Him and Caribou were doing rum 51s, and so he comes inside and he's got his gun, and he's like he was like kind of whirling it around, showing off, and it goes off. It grazes the dog, ricochets off the headboard, and grazes her head. Yeah, didn't kill anybody, thank God. But he got reckless whatever and had to do prison.
Okay. He didn't try to shoot her. Okay.
Right.
But one thing you should not do when you get into an argument with your wife, never pull out a gun.
No. But if she threw your bulldog outside, go find your bulldog. Right.
Right.
So he's in the afternoon, and he's kick ass, and I'm in the morning. But we got this black guy in the middays, and his name's Don Miller, and he's this conservative black guy. But he's the kind of he doesn't care. He calls out black people. He calls them out. He's like, "Wait, listen, black people," and he says a few different words here and there. Maybe drops the N word and says, "Listen, we gotta stop blaming this and this, and we gotta take responsibility for this and this and the BLM. That's ridiculous and all this kind of nonsense. And we gotta just all get along and yippee-yo." And then the station gets all these complaint calls from these white housewife saying, I was taking my kid to school, and I think this black man said the N-word at 12:05, and it really offends me. And the station manager just says, who am I as the white station manager to go tell an African-American man what words he can and cannot say about his own race? I would be the racist at that point. So that shuts him right on down.
Right. That's funny as hell. I will tell you this, man, about how people interpret music, man, and how once we record the music and we release it and share it to the people, they take it for what they want. You know what I mean? For instance, I made Red Kingdom for my Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions. That was a flex right there, Super Bowl champions. You know what I mean?
I see you.
So I guess Donald Trump reposted it some years back, you know what I mean, to somebody who was getting ran off the road in Texas or something. Some non-Trump supporters were getting ran off the road by a big tour bus or something. I don't know, I forgot. And he posted it, and all the Republicans hijacked the song that I made for my team, Red Kingdom, and named that the
MAGA song. Hell yeah! I'll take that money. If I'm N9ne, I don't care if you're MAGA or Chiefs. I want that download, bitch.
Well, the thing about it, let me tell you about that. It went to number one after that.
Right. Man, made you some money, bitch. Right. Tell you that right now.
But a lot of people were hitting me like, you need to say something that you're not. I said, everybody knows that song is for the Chiefs. Once I release that, people interpret music like they want. That's theirs at that moment. You know what I mean? I know what I performed that song for. I don't have to tell you a damn thing.
And quite frankly, it's not your right to get into my business as to what I think your song's about. I know what I think it's about, right? Like, listen, bitch, I bought it, I downloaded it, I own it, bitch. I'll make it mine, right? Now hold on. This is probably a question. I don't know if you've been asked this question. It's probably going to piss you off. And I don't want you mad. And I don't want you mad at me. Okay, you and I've been friends for a long time. Nothing could ever separate us.
It's hard to piss me off.
Right. And I know. Here's why I'm apologizing, because I know that you've been asked, and it might either be a good thing or it might be an irritating thing.
Okay.
But I can't even ask this question to a cool ass brother like Tech. I mean, like,
come on, man.
There's cool brothers, and then there's N9ne. That's the next cool brother. Since you're a Kansas City Chiefs, not only a.
What's up?
Okay, so not only are you a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but you're also an ambassador. Like, they recognize you and they put you up on stage for pep rallies and for the parade and everything. Like, N9ne is to Kansas City Chiefs. You're that guy. You're the Chiefs. Thank God they're not like some bunch of nerds and be like, well, I don't know if we want N9ne representing us. No, the Chiefs are like, man, we love our N9ne. He does songs for us. He loves his city. He loves the Chiefs.
Spit it out.
Yeah, bitch, you doing something with Taylor Swift.
What?
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, you want to talk about getting paid to the next level, T. I mean, you don't ever have to open up. I mean, just get a hold of Travis. Say, hey, Travis, next time you're blasting old girl, put in a word for me. And then, she's probably way more hip than people think she is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when I ran into her at the Super Bowl, I was backstage at Lil Wayne's concert or something, and or maybe it was Shaq's Funhouse or something, you know what I mean? And I was leaving, and Kelsey, first it was Patrick Mahomes. They're coming down this back road, you know what I'm saying, walking after they had won the game. They're coming to party, you know what I'm saying? So I was leaving. I'd been there like for an hour or so. So I said, and Pat Mahomes, like, my man. I said, congratulations, brother. So when Kelsey saw me, he's like, we're going to take this back home, baby. We're going to take this back home. And I said, much love to you, mama, to Taylor. And she was so happy, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this. These are good people, dog. You know what I'm saying? So if a song happened to arise that made me feel like that it was a great mesh, of course. I'm not just going to do any song with anybody. It has to say us.
Isn't there... I know there's a story because I brought it up to you last time and it blew your mind, or I forget, maybe you knew about or whatever, but there was a record store like in Seattle or something that Elton John walked into, the Elton John. Now, I don't care if you like country music, you like rap music. He's royalty in music.
It was in Canada.
It was in Canada. And he went and Elton John went into the record store and specifically asked for where the Tech N9ne section was. Am I not right?
Vancouver, Canada, man. He walked into a store and that blew my mind, man, because this is a musician.
Yeah.
This is a musician. You know, people don't understand. They mad at me about Ronnie Radke. Why would you go on a tour with that horrible person? He feels this way about transgender and he feels it. I said, I mess with elite artists. You know what I mean? I don't care about Elton John's sexuality.
No.
I care about the music he shares with us that we love. You know what I mean?
I don't care about none of that. And absolutely, not a lot, but like there's a handful of icon status. You know, he's in that category. He's in that GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I mean, so now hold on. So's Taylor. Maybe Taylor, who's trying to like maybe change her image a little bit by being with Kelsey and himself, trying to harden herself up a little, get a little more street cred. How much street cred does Tay-Tay get when she does a collabo with the baddest rapper on the planet, bitch? About to get mines.
If Taylor Swift works with the King of Darkness, Tech N9ne, that's crazy.
Oh my God! I mean, has anybody brought it up to you?
Of course.
Oh,
over and over.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it's on your radar, right? Like it's on your radar.
It's on everybody else's radar, but for me, I'm working on music all the time. If there's an idea that she might have, or that might arise from me, because I got one for Elton John. He was just busy at the time and couldn't do it. It was called Through My Glasses. You know what I'm saying? So whenever they have the time to sit down and hear my idea, and if one arises for
have you thrown an idea to Tay-Tay? Have you thrown out an idea?
I don't have one yet.
She just released a song about Florida, and it was kind of like insinuating that Florida. Now you tour, and you know the reputation that Florida has, but she sang a song about Florida, about like these are where the dark secrets are, and these are where the dark things happen, and there's some some stuff that you keep in Florida stays in Florida. So
I don't know nothing about
it looks like Tay-Tay might be going a little bit to the dark side, man. Can you imagine? Talk about instant validation. Street cred as if Tate. I mean, Seth, you're a Swiftie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what if old girl gets a hold of Tech N9ne and say, "Listen, I got this perfect spot." You know, boom. I mean, Tech, do you think that Tay could write something? I mean, she'd probably just have to give you the real estate and then you put your own stuff in there, right?
Yeah, she's a musician, man. You know what I'm saying? So she knows how to write music. So do I. So you never know. You know, I would love to do something with Billie Eilish, man. I think that it's crazy.
You could reach. You know what? I would never even get a chance. If you did something with Taylor Swift, it would be the end of our friendship, because you'd have so much money that you wouldn't have to get up this early in the morning to promote nothing. Like I have to literally talk to you at 3 p.m. from now on, just because you'd be so rich.
I got so much money right now. I know the money you got now, but man, you could probably make
make as much money that you got right now just off of one Taylor. I mean, that bitch gets like 1 billion hits.
Yes, she does. Yes,
Yeah.
she does. And with N9ne, man, that'll be crazy. I can't wait to see hear what that sounds like.
God, I would love it. Oh, that would be huge. Oh, that would be huge. So anyway,
after we won the Super Bowl, everybody was like, "You have to do a Red Kingdom remix with Taylor." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
now I feel like you're a little bit mad at me, vibe, because I brought it up because everybody's brought it up to you. I mean, so
nah, that ain't nothing, man. You know, so I told you I don't get upset, man. That's funny to me.
Listen, you're my friend, and I want you to do. Like, I want my friend to do the bet. I want my friend to fly in on a G6 rather than a tour bus. And so I want what's best for my boy. And so if that means doing a little collabo with Tay-Tay, then let it rip, homie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think that's happening right now with the Ronnie Radke thing. So we'll see what Taylor might put me in helicopters or something. I don't know.
I gotta tell you, so before I let you go, I was looking at your numbers, on Strange Music YouTube numbers, and I was looking at those numbers, and I know what, we got, I think 121,000 subscribers, and I think you got like 3 million, and some of your songs have gotten 80 million, views, and I know the kind of money we make, it's small money, so to speak, but I gotta think, and I'm not trying to catch a figure from you or anything like that, but I mean, I just looked at your stats, and I gotta say, man, your monthly YouTube check is probably pretty damn good, bud. I mean,
yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Considering you, and the thing about it is, I mean, you own Strange Music. You're not beholden to any record label.
Nope.
I think you split that maybe one way with your partner. However, you guys, whatever deal you guys got. So there's not a lot of cutting of the pie. And you have a lot of musicians. I think if you probably pay studio musicians day rates. Is that what you do for the most part?
My studio musicians, like my engineer and all that, they get paid, weekly, bi-weekly.
Yeah. But I'm saying they're not getting a point on they're not going to give them no points on the album or nothing.
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, they got their rate they make. Nobody's getting points on my album, and so I see the amount of. I'm like, man. Tech is proud. I mean, I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man.
And
Thank you so much.
Get a little rest. I know you've been traveling since 3 or 4 from Kansas City, and if you do the Taylor Swift collabo. Can you at least come on the air and say, Bubba, you weren't as fat and crazy as I thought you were. It actually ended up being pretty good. Can you do that for me, please? I'm not asking to be on the song or nothing. I'm just letting you know.
No doubt, man. I'll call you as soon as I'm in the studio. Like, guess what? I'm in the studio with Taylor, man.
You're lying. You're lying, buddy. You're lying. Don't look at her ass, because that big ass white boy will whip your ass. So don't be getting crazy.
He's right here staring at me, so I'm not gonna get near her.
I'm actually kind of nervous right now. I got to tell you, man. I've not seen her in real life. You have, but she looks pretty fine. Like she looks hot.
Oh, man, I'm about to get married July 20th, man. I ain't about to talk about that.
No, I'm not. I mean, you're a grown man. You can say, yeah, she's an attractive girl. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody.
Ain't nothing wrong with Taylor at all, man. She's a beautiful girl, man. Okay, that's it.
So hold on, you're getting married July 20th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Me and my lady been together for 10 years this year.
So what made you finally decide? I'm just gonna, because if we've been with her for 10 years, you're practically married. You know all the she knows if you like to fart in the morning, and she knows all that.
Yes. You go through everything in a decade, man. You know what I'm saying? I think you go through everything. That's what I think. And you learn each other, and you learn each other's ups and downs, and you learn each other's strengths and everything, and the things you offer to each other, man. We just had a little girl. She's 1 now, you know what I'm saying? Alina, you know what I mean? We got the house, we got the cars, we got everything, and we just want to make it complete because we love each other.
God
you know what I'm saying?
And you got something that most couples have in a built-in therapy, where if you get mad, all she has to say is, "Hey, N9ne, let's go outside and rap one of your mad songs and get it out of your system, and come back in here a different dude. Go out in the garage and sing Ronald, and then go ahead and get back to me. Okay, you're being a little bit impossible right now."
Right. Go out and sing Ronald real quick and come back.
Yeah.
And we can make love.
Yeah, we can make love. But you got to sing Ronald at least two times because you're way too high strung. Get that attitude out of here. I've been dealing with this baby all day, bitch. You've been on the road, rock starring it. I'm tired of your ass.
That's funny, man.
No, it's true. It's dead on. Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
totally.
you tonight, rock. God, did you see how can the promotion put together this kind of lineup? Did you see?
Right.
My Lord.
Right, man. It's a monster tour, man. So, what a monster festival that is. You know what I'm saying? It's big. It's humongous.
I mean, what is it? Five stages? 5 stages?
Yeah, man. Yes.
Now, logistically, how do you even get a sound check in on that?
I have my sound guys here. They got there at 6 a.m. to do our sound check.
Oh, okay. So they know what you like, the levels that you like. You don't even have to be there.
No.
So now I think after this you go to Columbus, Ohio.
Do I?
Yep. Just listen,
just on the 19th.
Oh,
on the
no,
19th, I think.
No, hold on. I don't know if this. Yeah, this. I think.
Yeah, this is what I got from. His manager.
The historic Crew Stadium, Columbus, Ohio. It's what's the Sonic Temple art.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how. I mean,
I can't keep up with all this, man.
I know
You
you're
what
such a
I'm saying?
goddamn rock star,
He's got
buddy.
managers for that.
You're getting ready to do a collabo with Taylor. I'm just going to start spreading now. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get on my Twitter. I'm going to say, listen, I'm personal friends with N9ne, bitch, and he's getting ready to do a collabo with Tay-Tay.
Yeah, but his phone reverse, I think, tour starts on the 18th of August.
Oh, yeah, he's in Idaho.
Yeah.
What? Tech, what's Idaho like? I mean, I can ask you about it because you've been to every state in America. Give me the top couple cool states and then give me the couple.
Well, I got fans everywhere, man. We go to the towns that people don't go to over the years, man. So we always have big parties and big shows in Idaho, Boise, all types of Blackfoot, everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
Have you played Red Rock in Colorado? Is that pretty?
Man, I got so many sold out trophies from Red Rock. Just my shows, period. Man, are you crazy? Yeah, that's like my second home.
Is that
Colorado?
I've not been there, but I heard it was beautiful.
Of course.
Let me. You know how I can build some cred with Dion because I'm going out to a game with Dion, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just bring N9ne with me. Just he'd be my guest.
There you go.
N9ne, if I told you to meet me in Boulder because we're going to be the guests of Dion. Dion's, like, you understand, like, Dion's my boy. Like, when I go, I stay at his house. Like, that's my guy.
If you say N9ne to Dion, this is how long I've been around. He allowed me to perform at his club in Dallas.
Yeah, called Primetime 21. Primetime's 21.
Years ago, man. And he loved what I did, man. I performed for everybody, his whole people, and it was a packed club, and I performed right in the middle of that dance floor, man.
And guess who? And listen, I was with him for the '96 championship game that same year. We go to Primetime 21s, and MC Hammer. I probably shouldn't be saying this because it's probably friendship stuff, but MC Hammer owed Dion quite a bit of money. Dion lended him some money, and MC Hammer, Dion said, "Listen, just come play a Saturday night at Primetime 21s, and I'll waive what you owe me." And MC no-showed him. Yeah, MC no-show. And I was with Dion when he got the call that MC wasn't showing up, and he was mad as hell. Oh yeah, it was
That's horrible. So I'm sure MC Hammer paid him back though after a while though, right?
I don't even know, nor do I care.
You gotta ask him next time you're with him. You gotta ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
MC Hammer.
But so hold on, you're saying if I go see Dion in Boulder, you'll meet me out there.
Yes, I will, man.
Listen, I can't be rolling up on the sidelines just as a standard. Why? I gotta have a cool ass brother with me. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta have a token black dude.
No, I gotta have the token cool. I gotta have the token world renowned rapper with me, bitch. Not just the average black guy. I got a guy that can go like and all the players would be going crazy. They'd be like, man, who's that white guy that brought N9ne? That's Bubba the Love Sponge. I'm just saying. Next thing you know, these guys know who Bubba the Love Sponge is because I got the N9ne rub. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to work it.
That's funny. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I'm not on tour, man, I'd love to go up there with you, man, with Dion, man. I'd love to see him again after all these years.
He's a good dude, man. So anyway, listen. Love you, buddy. Anything, all the new stuff, make sure that we always know about it because we'll play the hell out of it. You know that we just absolutely carte blanche with you. I just want the best for you. And you're one of the coolest, most grounded, just successful businessmen that I know. You've done it all. Listen, you've done it for the most part without support of regular radio. You've done it, from the ground up and just built this huge following. And I couldn't be happier for you, buddy. And I'm proud. I'm proud and honored to call you a friend, Tech.
Thank you, brother. I feel the same way, man. Right back at you, man. Thank you, brother.
Again, you're gonna be my token cool rapper, dude. Okay? You notice I didn't say black guy. You're my token cool. No, I didn't. You're my token cool rapper guy. The best. Let me. When I roll up to see Dion, I ain't just bringing some regular rapper. I'm bringing, Tech mother effing nine.
Right.
If you roll up with Tech N9ne and Dion, everybody gonna trip out.
Hell
in Colorado too.
Hell yeah.
Boulder Theater. I've done Boulder Theater and tore it down, dude. You know what I'm saying? People know Tech N9ne and Boulder, dude.
Dion might kick me out of practice and let Tech stay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tech, man, get some rest, my friend. Let's be in touch, okay, buddy?
Thank you, brother.
Take care. Love you, buddy. See you later, Tech. All right.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.